Welcome to the future of media. This is HiK Media.
We're diving into a story that honestly feels like it's straight out of a movie. It's about one of the most famous people on Earth, a quiet wish under the night sky, and a gift so over the top it basically redefines what a grand gesture even is. So let's get into how this impossible idea actually became a reality. So this is a quote from Cristiano Ronaldo himself about this whole thing. But right off the bat, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? He says he didn't buy a star, but the entire story is about him giving her one. It sounds like a total contradiction. And yeah, that's the big question here. How do you give someone a star if you can't actually buy one? And what in the world does it mean to tell the sky someone deserves it? Well, we're about to find out. So our story doesn't start on a soccer field or in a stadium. It starts somewhere much quieter, much more personal. This is the exact moment that a simple, passing thought sparked an absolutely extraordinary mission. I want you to just picture this for a second. Cristiano Ronaldo and his partner, Georgina, are just chilling on their balcony on a super clear night. The sky is just packed with stars. It's one of those perfect, quiet moments, a million miles away from all the cameras and the crowds. And that's what she said, pointing up at a really bright star. Now, for most of us, that's just a sweet, romantic thing to say, right? But for Ronaldo, a guy whose entire career is about making the impossible happen, well, for him, it was more than that. It was the start of a plan. And with that little seed of an idea planted, Ronaldo starts this secret project, one that's going to require a totally different playbook and a whole different team than he's used to. So to the rest of us, he was just being Cristiano. He was training, playing games, scoring goals. But behind the scenes, he was quietly putting together the pieces of a gift that was, and I mean this literally, out of this world. And the scale of this thing was just massive. We're not talking about a quick phone call here. Ronaldo got in touch with top astronomers, scientists, he even reached out to space agencies. He ended up putting together a whole team of engineers just for this. This was a serious, complex, cosmic-level operation. And of course, when all these experts told him, look, you can't technically buy a star, his response was pure Ronaldo. That famous determination kicked in. Impossible just wasn't an option. He was going to find a way, one way or another. Okay, so all of this leads us to Georgina's birthday. They're at a private observatory way up in the mountains. This is it. This is the moment the whole secret mission finally gets revealed. He brings her to this observatory, the scene is set, but he doesn't just hand it over. He builds the drama, revealing the gift in two completely separate, incredible parts. First up, the official part. So a scientist walks over and hands Georgina an official document, and this is where you see his genius solution. Since he couldn't buy a star, he went through all the official channels to get a previously unnamed star formally registered in her name. And as a perfect personal touch, he picked one in a constellation that's always looking over their home. I mean, an officially named star? That's already one of the most incredible gifts imaginable. But that was just part one. Ronaldo had something even more spectacular up his sleeve. He leads her outside, and that team of engineers he hired fires up this breathtaking laser projection across the entire night sky. It points directly to her star, making it shine brighter than anything else up there. And then it draws this giant heart right around it. It was a temporary, spectacular show to celebrate a permanent, celestial reality. And her reaction? It was just pure emotion. What can you even say to that? With tears in her eyes, this is all she could manage to whisper. It just perfectly captures the shock and the beauty of what he had actually managed to do. So why? Why go through all this trouble? This last part really gets to the heart of it all. This wasn't just about showing off, it was about making a really profound statement. His reason, in his own words, says everything you need to know. Think about it. His life is built on things that come and go. Wins, fame, money. He wanted to give her something that was permanent, something truly, completely untouchable. He actually explained it to her using these powerful comparisons. He said his love for her was bigger than football, bigger than his fame, bigger than everything else in his material world. The star wasn't just a gift, it was a symbol for how big his feelings were. And then he closes the whole thing out with this unbelievably romantic line. It brings everything full circle right back to her wish on the balcony and puts the perfect personal ending on this epic story. Ronaldo's story isn't really about money or fame. It's about creativity, it's about determination, and it's about wanting to make someone you love feel seen by the entire universe. It kind of reminds you that the greatest gifts aren't always things you can buy, but things you imagine and then will into existence. And it leaves you with a question, right? What does it really mean to give someone the impossible?
Welcome to the future of media. This is HiK Media.